What up, fam? Here we go, bump it. Oh, come on now. Happy birthday, Chad. Happy birthday, Scott. I don't give a fuck what they pay me. Too hot, live from the boondocks. You know how to crew rock venues. Bump like a boombox. True pop. You stay home and jerked off in the tube-top, did you? Blow that gas by the blunt, bitch. Ask for the plug, give me up, I'ma bump this. One more time for the front row. Turn the shit up real loud, bitch, I'm bumping. Here we go, bump it. Here we go, here we go, here we go, bump it. Here we go, here we go, here we go, bump it. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, bump it. You ain't even finna wanna fuck with this. I'm gonna be the only one that's finna bump with this. You can't fuck with us cause you gon' fucking nigga. 212 in the back so the truck can hit. But now I'm pumping my tunes, getting lost in the music. They showed me through last night, shit was too lit. And 2 chicks on the show me with a cool chick. And my wife, you want me home, you would think I got 2 dicks. Fuck that, roll up my butt sack and get real high. And I wondering why I got a deal sign. And I never deal mine, I'ma keep it independent. Fuck it, I'ma keep it running. I don't need a house and a whip just to think I made it. I was trying to keep my kids to have a college payments. Finally days for hometown time, you waiting, pretending they weren't all behind me hating. Here we go, bump. Here we go, here we go, here we go, bump it. Y'all ready? Happy birthday to Chad. Happy birthday, Scotty. Sorry, Chad, I didn't get to make your... Yo, can I just for 1 second? I hate DirecTV. Dude, I can't watch the Steelers and Titans game because... Let me read what it says exactly. We don't have any NBC right now because, and I quote on their page, Nexstar, the owner of this station, has removed it from your lineup. No, you did, DirecTV, despite our request to keep it available to you, meaning that we didn't want to pay them what they wanted, even though we just raised your price $10 a month. Please know that we are working with Nexstar behind the scenes to bring this station back as quickly as possible. We share your frustration and regret any inconvenience. No, put the game on TV. Sunday Night Football? You better believe I'm canceling. No, I'm not. That's not true because I want Sunday ticket. But come on. That's some bullshit. What is that garbage? We share your frustrations and regret any inconvenience. That I'm sure you're just miserable that we can't watch. Sorry. Happy birthday, Chad. Happy birthday, Scott. How's everyone doing tonight? Is it Fox too? I think I still have Fox. It's regionally based. Let me see. I think I still have Fox. I still have Fox. I don't have Dish. I heard Dish got... Yeah, but like... It only matters if it affects me, Floyd. I don't care about other people. No, I'm just kidding. It only affected me now that football is coming on, right? Now it's messing with my football, and that pisses me off. Don't mess with my football. I watch one sport. Y'all ready to do this? That's their way of saying they don't give a It almost comes off as such like a arrogant, like, we're really sorry. Sorry, we're not sorry. Sorry, not sorry is really what that is. That is the definition of sorry, not sorry. We share your frustrations. You do not. Don't lie to me. Share your frustrations. Yo, listen. Mixer Fantasy Mixer Fantasy League is full. I will be getting a message out to you guys tomorrow about that. But lots of announcements coming tomorrow. You guys should be getting your packages in the mail. As far as shipments that went out on Saturday. And so tomorrow or Tuesday, everyone that got tracking should get them. You got Kansas City. We have pulled Patty Ice out of this stuff already. We pulled his auto out of 25 from Don Russ already.
But some contests coming down. We got 2 weeks till the season starts. Big movements already. And I know people are like, oh man, this is why I wait to draft. Well, we're still drafting this week because nobody plays in week 4. And guess what? They can still get hurt in practice. I can't wait. I have some drafts on. There's a Julio and a Tony Pollard who, you know what, guys? Take a flyer on them late round. You don't know who to pick in round 15, 16, or you're in a 16-team league like I am for a lot of leagues. Tony Pollard might be your dude. Don't be afraid to go after him a little bit. You don't know. If Zeke doesn't play 2 or 3 games and you get 2 or 3 good games out of Tony Pollard, especially keeper leagues, man. Xavier Howard, Nick Chubb in the Redskins schedule, Devin White and Luke Kuechly, Alshon Jeffrey, Brandon Cooks, Ito Smith, Kerrigan and Kerryon Johnson. Here we go. Out of 23 tackles, Lonnie Johnson for the Houston Texans. Man, we've been getting some Texans cards. Oh, I bet, Eric. Listen, so Eric, what side are you on in this whole divorce? Are you on the Luck side, or are you on the Colts fan side that seems to be booing Andrew Luck as he walks off the field? Dude, I don't blame him. And you know what? Indianapolis is going to have to do something for the people who bought his jerseys this season. I know NFL has that return thing. Damian Harris and Julian Edelman. But like, come on. Even if you bought you hardly got any use out of it. He has been an upsetting player. They wanted him gone like 2 years ago when he set out, I know. And they were like, let's start a new route. There was a big kind of Quadrialis and press proof. There was kind of this movement of let's move on now. Let's cut our losses and move on. And they didn't. And now it's kind of bit him in the ass. Bradley Chubb out of 75 going to the Denver Broncos. No, Michael Rappaport just likes to tear people apart. He's such a... Dude, I've watched Michael Rappaport shows for a while, but as a sports guy, he's like my equivalent, like the counterpart to who's the guy I don't really care for on ESPN? I've talked about him before. This is how little I don't even want to like. The timing is bad. Like, I guess that's the thing I don't get. Why now? Is it just I mean, and in all seriousness, yeah, no, you know what, Eric? Eric, I just read your statement, and what Eric just said here is he says, I'm a legit Colts fan. Those people who booed him are an embarrassment to Colts fans. I blame the front office. Is it Gregson? Surrounded him with trash the first 3 or 4 years, and he paid the price. Dude, real quick on that note, there is a reason why offensive linemen are getting paid big money. They deserve it. Protect your investment. You're not going to leave a stack of hundreds sit on your counter while you're having a party. Right now, you're going to get a place to keep them, put them safe. Do not spend millions of dollars and leave it just sit out there for someone to take advantage of. Do not let people deck your quarterback. Do not give him no one to throw to so he has to run or he has to take hits. And they did that. Tyrann Mathieu out of 25 gold die cut press proofs. This is going actually to the Chiefs. Honey Badger. And that's the other point. I don't blame the guy. Would you want to rehab that long, that often, and then realize that, hell, maybe I'm not even going to get out there? I honestly believe this, and Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this a little bit, how with his company where he's involved with sports, in regards to how you feel about him, this is a good point from him. He said you have to look beyond the athlete. You have to look to the personal level of things. And he said that's why he feels like he's had some success with some of these athletes, is that, you have to know what's going on with their life, like who their circle of friends is, what's going on in their personal life, with their friends, their family, their immediate relationships. And on that note, Andrew Luck just got married last summer, right? Trubisky, black frame. I don't know if I've seen that one too much. And once, like, he probably wants to get his life rolling. If he's not playing football, if it's becoming an issue, Devin Bush out of 100, Pittsburgh Steelers. Exactly. And you know what? He's gonna. Chris, I agree with you, man. You can't make him play. Like, the guy has tried and tried and tried. You can't make the guy play. Now, here's where it's gonna get. Yeah, I could see some issues coming up. If if it's in a coaching capacity or a marketing capacity or a front office, you know, in that sense, there's a variation. Cam Newton, I love that shot. He's one of my favorite players. Bill Bates is going to be an auto out of 50. Dallas Cowboys going out to Dan Chumbley. We them boys. Here's where it gets a little bit like I can see some things happening. If Andrew Luck goes to play in the XFL, now I don't know how that works with contracts and whatnot, but if he thinks he's going to go play in the XFL, could you imagine? Dallas Cowboys, Bill Bates. He could play the lead in the next Teen Wolf movie. Yo, so my friend a couple weeks ago put me on to the Captain Andrew Luck page. You got a Devin Singletary there. My chest is hurt. And he was sending me like snippets of it, but the one they did last night. There we go. This one out of 25 for the New York Football Giants, a little two-color swatch. Michael Strahan. New York Football Giants, Chris Vogt. Michael Strahan. There's a Baker Mayfield variation red frame. That's actually a pretty cool card. Not only is it the variation, but it is the red frame. Excited to see what he does this year. Dude, I just took John Brown we're in a slow draft dynasty league. Now, John Brown can't be kept because it's before the 5th round. Chris, you'll like this though, man. I have heard nothing but good things about that dude in Bill's camp. Alexander Madison, and I don't draft. I'm not a homer when it comes to fantasy. I actually tend to steer away. But John Brown looks like he might be a legit receiver this year. I was thinking of it because I was thinking all the receivers. The reason I brought it up, all the receivers that Cleveland has, and then I started thinking about Josh Gordon went right after, and I started thinking, man, should I have taken Josh Gordon? But I don't think so. Who knows what's going to happen with Josh Gordon? So, Eric, you would agree that if he went and played in the XFL, Eric, you would agree that it would be okay to boo him as a Colts fan, right? I just think there's something fishy there. Curtis Samuel out of 494. He had 494 receiving yards. Arthego Whiteside, there's the Buffalo Bills schedule. Cohen and Coleman. Alvin Kamara and Joe Namath. Drew Brees. Jalen Ramsey. There's a David Montgomery. That dude's coming on hot. His cards are really on the rise. Emmanuel Sanders out of 50 going to the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos is going to be Chris Vogt. There you go. The rookies. Hakeem Butler out for the season. That's why you don't draft. Emmitt Smith Legend Series. And Trayvon Mullen Jr. Dude, Eric, I agree, man. Well, how can you let all these Colts fans booing him? It's bitter, right? Like they're bitter. Because how can you possibly boo the guy that single-handedly over the last 5 years made sure you weren't the Cleveland Browns? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong that if Andrew Luck didn't play, now who knows? Maybe they go after a quarterback. Maybe they revamp the system. Maybe it's one of those things, addition by subtraction will actually help the Colts. Where, yeah, he was a great talent, but did his inability to stay on the field, did his inability to stay healthy and be constantly involved, and did the Colts struggle to get a rhythm because of that? Maybe. But without him, there we go. Minnesota Vikings. That one's going out to Jim Larson. There you go, my man. Minnesota. So in my dynasty draft, Devin Singletary went right before. Now again, keepers are only you can only keep rookies before the 5th round. After that, you can keep vets, but it only what's left in the 5th round. And there were already 5 keepers in a 16-team league, so you're 90 players in. Long story short, I went Duke Johnson, a 9 keeper for next year, but I'm going for it this year, I guess. And Alexander Madison was on the board. But after Dalvin Cook looked as good as he did, and I know he's got injury issues, I had to go Alexander Madison. I had to go Dookie Johnson. It's not PPR. It's really like old-fashioned scoring. But there was no way. I don't know what's going to happen there. Yeah, anytime fans cheer when players get hurt, they should stop the game immediately and be like, all right, you guys are on a 5-minute timeout. Eric, I don't think that's too far-fetched. Drew Lock, Dwayne Haskins. Here's a Kyler Murray out of 129. That's going to be the whirl. Out of 129, 002 whirl out of 129 going to the Arizona Cardinals, James Eisman. Yeah, I don't think that's too far-fetched. The guy just needs to get his shit together. It's as simple as that, right? Like the guy probably needs to as much as you can say you're in rehab, you're pushing your body, you're trying to get your stuff together, you're still practicing, you're still traveling, you're still, trying to push yourself as an athlete. You don't hold back. Look at what Antonio, if you watched Hard Knocks, Antonio Brown, there's Dawson Knox out of 200 Astral, Daniel Jones, base rookie. Antonio, when he froze his foot like Encino, man, and he got back, he still was trying to run on it and stuff, right? Like, athletes don't know how to stop. Not that level. They've been doing it their whole life. That's an infinite out of 150, Jalen Ferguson. Danico Autry. So, in a way, him getting away and not having the choice to work out, not being at the team facility, taking some time to himself. Listen, 2 years being married, stuck at home with your wife after you've been around guys playing football. He'll be back at preseason next year ready to... Dude, don't act like I ain't lying, right? Come on, anybody in here that... It's like, yeah, I'll work overtime. You need me overtime? I got overtime this weekend. Johnson fumbles. Yeah, you know what? He does. I'm not too worried about it, though. It's where I got him. I mean, I'm kind of gunning for it. I got Gurley, too, which this league is so different than any other league. Leighton Vander Esch at a 75. Impact. Is it Impact? Impact, yeah. Impact, Leighton Vander Esch at a 75. David Montgomery. We got Byron Murphy, Clayton Thorson. How about a Debo? That's going to be at a 75. Impact at a 75 for the Niners. There you go. San Fran going out to Corey Kelly. I got you, Corey. Although I do think you should have to give the Niners up just PC guys. Logan, I don't care. Ask your wife if it's true for her too, right? Don't act like she just wants to be around you all the time. If you had to be stuck at home all the time, she'd want you out of the damn house too. Andrew Luck's wife's going to be like, sweetie, listen, you haven't shaved. It looks disgusting like it did before, but now it's worse because you just lay around the house. You're getting kind of heavier than you already were. How's your foot feeling? Is your back good? Is everything good? Why don't you go practice with the guys, see what happens? Noah Font, Carl Joseph, Keith Kirkwood, and Keon Crossan. Exactly. And to my point, Logan, she probably wants your ass out of the house sometimes too. Drew Sample, J.J. Watt, Amari Cooper out of 200 Astral, Julio, and Travion Smith. Maybe, Corey. But there's a solution to that problem. Camus, Grugier, Hill. What's with the names in these? Like, these are guys that's like I'm doing a basketball break. and James Washington. All right, guys. So I am excited, though, since we already drafted our first 5 fantasy leagues, and now these guys are kind of getting their pain out of the way. We're going to do certified, then we'll do elements, then we'll end with origins. We could do some like certified divisions tonight, maybe, or some. What time is it? It's early. I do got to get some stuff around for this week, though. Got some big promotions coming up and stuff I want to run on the page, so do have that to think about. But no, Eric, I'm not watching the game because DirecTV won't let me because they're really sorry and they understand my frustrations. But unfortunately, the $150 a month I pay them doesn't cover that because they don't want to pay the upcharge. Dude, I'm bitter Barry. Terry Beckner Jr. out of 99 going to the Bucks. Jalen Ramsey. Ooh, that feels funky. Lamar Jackson, Nick Foles, Chris Godwin. And how about a 4-color Justice Hill for the Baltimore Ravens? That is nice and colorful. 4 different colors on that. Lots of colors. Rainbowish. Color just looks like he would do that, right, Chris? Did you ever see the league? Like, you know, Smokin' Jay, right? He's the dude that always is just like mouth gaping, like a cigarette ready to hang out. He would. How did he get Kristen Cavallari? Like, what? I shouldn't talk. My wife's beautiful, and I'm just like some fat dude that opens cards on camera like a loser. AJ Brown. So I guess I am like, it's kind of the same thing. I don't know. Maybe not. At least he's rich. But she's probably got more money than he does. Because like you said, a fashion empire, right? A.J. Brown going to the Tennessee Titans. That's going to go out to Todd. He's just a fat dude. You can open cards on camera. Just like, it may not be anybody watching, but you can still do it. Trubisky, Roethlisberger, Julio Jones, and, dude, double RPAs. Is this one of those bonus boxes? Freshman Fabrics, Hakeem Butler, the day he gets hurt. 2-color going out to the Arizona Cardinals. Man, I'm so mad I can't watch the game. Stop it. I have the, my dad, because if he has the season, because of having the season tickets, gets NFL Game Pass. So I'll go watch it once it's done. They'll put it on there right away. Actually, I can watch it because it's preseason, but Baker Mayfield out of 199 going to the Cleveland Browns. I'm like 6'4". You really think I'm 6'4"? That's cool. That was nice of you. Everyone at Nationals is like, oh, you're taller than I thought. And you're not quite as fat. I'm like, yeah, I'm still fat. But I thought... I'm only like, I'm like 6 foot even. Josh Allen out of 450 and Travis Kelce. I'd like to think I'm closer to 6'1", but my basketball days are over, so I can't be like 6 feet and a half an inch. It doesn't matter. Everyone looks 6'4" from down here. That's what she said. Jalen Ramsey, David Johnson, Antonio Brown, extra hit, baby. Jared Goff for the LA Rams. Going out to Jerry Riley. What do you guys think? How are the Rams going to do this year, right? They got all these offensive weapons at wide receiver. Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp. They also have, not John Ross. Oh, my goodness. What's his name? Josh Reynolds, who's a speedster. So they got all these dudes, right? So... they got Todd Gurley. They drafted Devin Singletary. They got that other back, too, that they like a lot. They got Clay Matthews. Their defense is solid. They have arguably the best coach in the league besides Bill Belichick. It's hard to not think that that's not a recipe for success. George Kittle out of 99. It's hard to not put them in the Super Bowl. I want to go Bears, but the more and more the season approaches and the more and more I just... No, I wasn't. I knew Darrell Henderson. I was thinking at receiver. Another hit? Oh, I guess this is our 5th hit. So we did get an extra hit, but we had only at 4. Joe Flacco. Arcega-Whiteside out of 199 for the Philadelphia Eagles. There you go, Philly.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Brooks Butler with the Arcega-Whiteside. What? What? Get the fuck out. Oh, no, they did not. They let him keep $12.8 million. Just like, dude, thanks for the good times. That is the nicest team in the world. Jim Irsay is like that. All right, so a ways back when Sean, a guy on our page, Sean Nankar, his son was going through some medical issues, and there was a GoFundMe page going on. Irsay found it and gave him, like, donated a whole bunch to his family and stuff, which is like, he didn't even know, like, it was just cool. Dude, he just let Andrew Luck keep $12.8 million. Did you guys hear that? I look upset. I'm just in shock. Like, oh, you waited. You came to us before a preseason game, and you were like, hey, I think I'm going to retire. My wife wants me to stay at home. Oh, well, all right, that's cool. And I mean, I know you still, you paid me $12.8 million. You know what, Andrew? That's cool, man. Why don't you just go ahead and keep it as a thank you? If you ever come back, remember us. He ain't. Get out of here. What is happening? What did Andrew Luck find out? What does Andrew Luck have on the Colts? What is going on? What is happening? Carson Wentz out of 75 for Philly. That's insane. I didn't hear that yet. I was wondering. Scott, I just saw you say I don't want to Redskins starting Keenum in week 1. I think that's a smart decision, Chris. And then Goff being that good, really? I think Goff or Wentz. All right, I'm going to throw it out there, guys. Who's the better quarterback? Goff or Wentz? Ryan Finley, Cincinnati Bengals. Josh Gordon activated from the non-football injury list. So he's back. He is officially back, ready to go. Jeepers, let the show begin. Like Calvin Johnson. What was the Calvin Johnson situation? I don't know about that. You have got to be kidding me with underneath this. Dude, nice card, though, for the Denver Broncos. 14 out of 15. Drew Lock for the Denver Broncos. Going out to Chris, I believe. Holy cow, that's nice.
Wow, it's very nice.
14 out of 15. Holy cow, that's short print. I don't think we pulled many out of that short print. Denver, right, is Chris? They had him, and now he wants... So, I get it. I do get that, because I kind of heard that about him. My thing is that that's a lot of money for a guy that the Colts may not want to associate, Colts fans may not want to associate with. And I know everyone calms down then. Guys, we're going to have a point situation on our hands here in a minute. Brown lost. And a custom helmet. That guy has some mental health issues. And I like him. It's not I think he's kind of like on the Brandon Marshall track. My date is wrong. Who said that? Chad. Yeah, because it's your birthday. Sorry, Chad. Let me fix it. I don't mean to have your not birthday date.
Happy birthday!
Let me fix it for you, Chad. Name of Ray. All right, guys, here's what I'm going to do because Panini and I'm out of stickers. Sorry, I want to put one on that, but Panini was kind enough to give us 250 points. So what I'm going to do is add in a silver pack to clean up their mess. So at the end here, with the 250 points, I will give away a silver pack as well to go along with it because you do not have to be hitless. So we'll put this up here, and I'll clean up Panini's bull crap mess. This song goes out to Panini.
Why you being a dickhead fool? Stop being a dickhead.
I do love your cards, Panini, but get it together. Why the points? Bunch of Paniners. Yeah, Richie Incognito is a bill, though, too. Man, I got to watch an old replay game because of DirecTV. I already know what happens in this game. Jimmy Garoppolo. Should we do something after this? It's only 10 o'clock. I know it's Sunday, but our numbered cards are going to be Aaron. Should we run this break back? It was a pretty break. It wasn't too expensive. Aaron out of 299 and out of 99, Baker. Run this whole thing back. If it fills before 11, I'll break it tonight. I would. David Montgomery. Ooh, that's pretty out of 199 for the Chicago Bears, going out to the guy who can't stop hitting. Mike, I hope you're buying some lottery tickets this week because, dude, you are straight fuego.
Oh my, he's on fire!
With the Chicago Bears.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
All right, here's the deal, guys. Let me get through this, and I'm going to give it a 10-minute warning when I get offline, and then I'll drop it so people have a chance. For the Kansas City Chiefs, McCole Hardman. I do like this break. It was a nice break. I got to make sure. Do I have everything in that? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I do. McCole Hardman, Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go, Scotty. I got you a little something. It is his birthday, for gosh sakes. I don't think I got Chad, though. Now I feel bad.
Happy birthday!
How about a Gary Jennings Jr.? It's not your DK, but you're a Seahawks fan. Going out to Scott Ripley, birthday boy. Is that what it is? Well, this is not. This is one color, and it's not out of 10. But I noticed that. And I don't know that they screwed it up because do you know what? It's that case in these RPAs too. Look at that. Out of 299, 4-color swatch. We had jersey numbers. I mean, out of 75. I just don't know that they care. I got you. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to recap. I'm going to give away the silver pack and the points, and we're going to ball out and do another one of these tonight. If it doesn't fill by 11, whatever, we'll break it tomorrow. But I'm going to post it here as soon as we get done and give me a 10-minute warning. Probably looking at a 10-20 drop, okay? Just to give you the heads up on it. So these were our numbered cards. We had the Mayfield out of 99, the Rodgers out of 299, Wentz out of 75, Kittle out of 99, Mayfield out of 199, Van Der Esch out of 75, Kyler Murray out of 129, rookie focus parallel Kyler Murray, Emmanuel Sanders out of 50, red frame Baker Mayfield variation print, Devin Bush out of 100, Matha out of 60, out of 25, the Honey Badger, 75 Chubb die cut, out of 25 Lonnie Johnson for the Texans. Then our autos were, oh wait, these are, where'd all my stuff go? Hold on. I like to do these in order. Okay, here we go. Our patches were Ryan Finley for the Cincinnati Bengals. We had the J.J. Arthega White set out of 199. Fabric of the game, Jared Goff. We had Derrick Henry for the Titans, David Montgomery for the Bears, and A.J. Brown for the Titans. Out of 25, two-color, Michael Strahan for the New York Football Giants. Our RPAs were Gary Jennings for the Seahawks for the birthday boy. Freshman fabric, Hakeem Butler out of 199 going to the Cards. Four-color, Justice Hill, white, gold, black, and purple going out to Chris Vogt. Debo out of 75. Alexander Madison going out to Jim with a nice rookie auto. Bill Bates for the Cowboys out of 50. Mecole Hardman for the Chiefs. And the banger of the break, Drew Lock out of 15. Boom, baby. The New York, why do I always say the New York Football Giants? You never heard that before? I heard commentators say, I don't know. I just always heard them called the New York Football Giants. Does anyone know? Let's look it up quick before I get this out. That's what we do here. Maybe because they play in New Jersey. Why do they call them the New York but there's a reason for the longer name. In 1937, the Giants changed their name to the New York Football Giants to distinguish them from the New York Giants baseball team, which played its home games at Manhattan's Polo Grounds for nearly 70 years. So there was a New York Giants team before the San Francisco Giants, and now the Giants decided in 1937 to say, now we are the New York Football Giants. Now you know the rest of the story. Great question, Corey. See, I may not be teaching right now, but I can still take you to school. All right. Here we go. First place is going to get the silver pack. Second place is going to get the 250. Oh, Stefan knew. That was forever ago. You know what was forever ago too, Corey? The last time? No, I'm just going to leave you alone. I've been hard on you today. I'm going to give you a break. I do love you, Corey. You're a thorn in my side, but I love you. All right, here we go. Screen share. 825, 19. First place gets silver. Second gets 250 points. Min roll 5. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Final round is Scotty Feldhouse answering the question correctly, getting himself a silver pack. Not because he answered, but maybe, who knows? Maybe the football gurus were watching over you. And Eddie Vigil, let me switch over here, guys. Eddie Vigil with the points. All right, let's see what we got you, Scotty. Mitchell Trubisky and a Kyler Murray out of 299. Boom, baby. That's from the VIP National. 299 parallel. All right, guys. 10:20. At 10:20, the break is dropping. I'm going to go get on it. I'm going to go put the break up, Corey. Y'all have a good night if you're not getting in again. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Peace.